as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. As we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one and a first down.
First down.
Tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jayon Brown showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 30 base. Check.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. He's at the 30.
It's
10.
It's over. Let's
And he
dominate.
will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 33, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Tua on the option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to run with Breida, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
14, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Riddick. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Minshew. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
52's the mark. 150.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Jacobs, the ball.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. The 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Buying time to his left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backward. Had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Tua going to keep on the action. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
65. 65. Hey, check right. Watch 65. Get that quarterback, Dino. Hey, exit.
Minshew sets to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not to sneak with the wisdom.
33. Watch the pass. Hey, check mark 33. It's our time. Kill. 61. Matchbox light. 5.
Now Riddick. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check mark 33. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 3rd and long. Time he was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll try and hurry the kick. Gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel. Package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Minshew. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Riddick with a carry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Given 42 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 42. Jaguars
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there and about by the nose of the foot. Of Thielen complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you